Hi folks, it's time to start the final of the World Cup 2026. First two games played this morning or this afternoon, and I was playing them. I will show you one of them, the shorter one and perhaps more interesting one. So it's Martell Qohor against Greyjoy Winter. Heerro playing for China, and I'm playing this instead of Sonia, who is busy. I guess wasn't really expecting to get to the final. And time has run out for some people. We are quite busy, all of us, this week, traveling and such, so gonna have to squeeze these games in pretty early, and only a few of them over the weekend. So, start without attachments, but I have 3 econ cards in the opening hand and a duped Viper, and in testing I found that those are the ones where you have a chance, and usually when you start without a big, you can't get anything going. Okay, so we go maiden for sure, and usually it's into winter reserves, which means initiative I have Sword of the Morning, so I can pull all of these guys into the military challenge, which is pretty nice. And then try to fizzle in most of the round, right? Bit of thinking here from Heerro. You could open something else, but if you don't open winter reserves in this winter decks, it will eventually you will feel that in the other plots. And he goes for a spring. Okay, usually there's some reserve choke and then Forest Spring hits a bit harder. Now I can... Yeah, what do I do actually? I mean, one of the Blood Orange grows because I'm only marshalling one. Which other cards though? Okay, Sword of the Morning is staying, and I have to actually count the whole round. He's already on -2 basically with Winter and Ralph, and going first means there could be more coming. So Venomous Blade, yeah. We're not marshalling 2 attachments, that's not realistic. Kind of like that Desert Raider, so offer Gullion. Could have offered Doran, honestly. It's gonna be so difficult to get him into play. But with King's Road and Blood Orange Grow, maybe it's possible. But this round I have to do the attachment. I'm thinking he doesn't want that Venomous Blade to come into play, right? Goes for Econ, okay. Oh, and I drew another King's Road, that's pretty nice. And the Bodyguard, yeah, getting a 1-cost attachment into play would be pretty nice also. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. So how many Botley crews? I was thinking Meister Moore and Moore. Actually, it's this guy now. I have to count now. If he nails my King's Road, I will collect what? 4 gold, which is 1 sword of the morning and 1 bodyguard. It's pretty miserable. I can get actually, with the grow, I can get Desert Trader into play as well, right? Actually, Sword of the Morning and Desert Trader without bodyguard, which just means I get nothing burns then. So I don't think it's viable. I have to do the King's Road, or I could marshal the other King's Road and use it in theory. That's assuming there isn't another Botley crew coming now. Honestly, the best thing for me would be if he just spends the gold. Because defending against 2 gold left is always a pain. There is another Botley crew and he uses the King's Road for it, so it's more to come, I guess. Card in Shadows, but he does keep the 2 gold, so. And unfortunately the Swift Longship is Shadow 0, so even force an unopposed if I try my best here. How do we play this? Okay, we've already reduced by 3, so it has to be Gullion, right?
So,
Yes?
there was this card in Shadow the whole time, right? Did we find out at the end what it was? Because I can't remember now.
I will let you know if the card in Shadows ever comes out, but it might stay there for the whole game.
I was like 2 hours ago and I already forgot.
Okay, so he did need my Blood Orange Grow, which means actually doesn't make that much difference. Get another character in, which is recyclable actually if he starts with military. And I have a bodyguard, so I probably can't instantly remove the Viper very easily here. Yeah, 2 choke cards, so I'm gonna have to play with the Viper now, going first and doing all kinds of damage if I can. But I'm gonna have to play plots which allow me to marshal that Sword of the Morning, which is not that many. If you play the Martell plot, you have 2 gold, including the reducer, so. Okay, Intrigue. Just the one guy. None of these can stand really. I should just trigger Gullion, honestly, because you wanna see if there's a Drowned Fanatic in hand, if there's a little pause. I'm not sure if you can always have that window on the character triggers. If you never click, don't ask me again.
Also, I think sometime during the game I was thinking if you do one challenge with the military one, you should kind of see, right, if there is when I evoke, because
Yeah.
it can trigger both in defense and attack. That's like kind of like, I mean, it's not cheating, but it's kind of like a weird setback of the online platform, right? Because you're
Yeah.
not supposed to see this type of stuff.
Now I clicked on Gullion actually. I was trying to declare him as a defender, honestly, but his ability is irrelevant here, apart from finding out if there's a cancel. Okay, so with Intimidate he can force 1 unopposed. Nothing can do, and he left it in a way that military is less and Desert Raider gets killed, right? So he can't really ruin my game here though. With Bloody Cup, I think. He can Bloody Cup Viper, but he stays with Bodyguard, which means he has to play another Nothing Burns or something to get rid of the Bodyguard. I'm gonna use the Isle of Ravens here because I figured maybe he has We Do Not Sow as the penalty. And yeah, King's Road, always good. Although sometimes you collect 0 gold and can't marshal the King's Road. But there's no penalty and he lets me kill the Desert Raider, which is really nice in the death pile, so we've kind of survived, but there's an army of Chads that all need to be defended and are difficult to pull into challenges. On the other hand, he does not threaten a good first snow, which is one of the problems that I could potentially face here.
Yeah, I think when Desert Raider went to the dead pile, I feel like that's when he for sure doesn't play for the snow, right?
Yeah, there's no good window here, I think. But if I want to win initiative, I have to play some low gold plot, which then doesn't collect enough gold for Sword of the Morning, so I'm a bit stuck now. I think since there's no high road, just playing supporting the Fate to stop the Bloody Cup threat, although he clearly didn't have it now, so I selected it here, but then he takes a while and I reconsider because I thought maybe he does first now, because he has a card in Shadows which could be a character coming in, and I will be left with Viper alone, needing to defend everything, which is impossible. So if I go instead the Smith, I beat first snow for initiative at least, and then I do my Sword of the Morning into Seal potentially. And now he has also reconsidered. Yeah, should have been supporting. He goes Nothing Burns, but okay. I mean, Isle of Ravens is basically soak for that. It's not. I'm not gonna run out of attachments probably, although they could get pillaged and such, and it could do something against Balon in theory. But yeah, he chokes so much that I'm not gonna get my Starfall anyway. And the other location that theoretically can be hit is Water Gardens. So he goes first. No for snow and still Desert Raider available, so there's that. He uses this, which is okay. I have bigger things, but I'm not gonna collect enough for the run, am I? Actually have no attachments whatsoever to kneel his stuff, but he again goes with 3 gold here. Yeah, I don't have enough for the run here, because he's knelt my thingy, unfortunately. And I can't even marshal an econ location for next time. Can't do King's Road if I want one of the attachments. They're all 3 cost. So yeah, Sword of the Morning. I feel like I will have to defend challenges, and then it's not doing anything. So Venomous Blade would be the thing to do, probably, right? Can kill all build bone, even if there's a reason you can't save non-Greyjoy characters. Nothing to nil, so that's all we have. Well, the good thing is if he does challenges, I can put Desert Raider in, so have some defenders. If the Viper gets bloody cupped, maybe I have some chance to win a challenge back with my Desert Raider, and then I can bodyguard him again so that he doesn't get killed. So I have 2 Swords on the Morning and 2 King's Roads. It's an easy discard. Yeah, Hoto probably looking for a bloody cup there. Or we do not so. That blade on the blade is pretty damaging, honestly. There was a window though, and he didn't have it last round, so. Well. I think there's still a Fanatic. I can defend my hand. That's Sword of the Morning pretty big still. If I can eventually get it into play. Okay, this one will leave. Or do we? No, we've passed the Gullion window. I don't think there's any great reason to leave it. We can bring Desert Raider in. Last one will be unopposed though. Because I have to claim the Desert Raider, I feel. I try to take the icon. I mean, it's only unopposed if he cancels this, which he does. Which means he may as well go back, right? I don't think there's another Fanatic, and now I feel okay here, because if he does the unopposed, then Desert Raider will come in and for sure win a challenge. Which means I can trade Venom's Blade and stand Viper, unless there's also We Do Not So. Then it's another investment that is just wasted. You have to try again next round. He could have passed and not done this. I mean, I couldn't trade the attachments then, but he does leave Desert Raider in the dead pile. I'm sure he wants him in plate so that he can first snow. Well, there is something happening. Ah, there is a bloody cup, okay. On the Viper dupe, well. Is there another Fanatic? I mean, even if there is, I do have military now. Yeah, I enjoyed the dupe, honestly. Too bad that went, but okay. We now have to trade the 3-cost attachment into a bodyguard. Otherwise he just has Stranger and then I have nothing. I can't survive with the 2 chads, especially with first snow still available. Just thinking which one I do. I will stand Viper for another challenge. So Viper can do anyone, but anyone challenge. Okay, no when I evoke threats or anything like that, so we can military now. Feel like military and intrigue is the play. Power will eventually take care of itself if I can keep a board. Could you kill the shipwright, please? No, it's Eric. I mean, I'm not even down on power. But it's a lot of it is gonna be on the Viper. I hit reason, well, that makes it slightly better. Now, it has to be body art. If you play stranger at some point when I'm not protected and I choose cost 4, it's not amazing, is it? Could choose cost 2, kill the asset trader. So he still has now -3 on all my plots and I have 1 location. So let's call it -2, which means for Sword of the Morning I need to play something with 5, right? I can't go Mad King's Command or Dornish Wars. Dornish Wars would be so great, but it's short. I have to play You Win or You Die, which means all my cards gone after this round, just to get 1 Sword of the Morning in. And if it's into first snow, it's gonna be the Viper all alone. Do we go supporting? Just play Sword of the Morning and the King's Road. Okay, we go, You Win or You Die. Actually, if supporting loses initiative, then Shipwright also triggers first, right? Okay, have to go first. Ooh, and Gullian Dupe is gonna be great. Anything else that I can fluke here? Reducer would have worked if it wasn't for snow.
Would Reducer actually work? Wasn't it just enough? Do I remember incorrect? I
No,
thought
I
it was
mean,
just 3 to marshal.
it would be... oh, actually, I'm not marshalling another character, yeah. I'm just marshalling
Yeah,
Sword of the
that's what I
Morning.
mean.
Okay, that and Dupe and I lose all the other cards. But I keep 2 characters and I mean, he loses 2. I would be happy to see nothing else that survives first now, but also, I mean, gold spend is the main thing. If the gold is spent, I feel okay. So, marshal some silence a screw or something here. Well, something's coming. What is it? Nothing, just a bluff, okay? He keeps the gold, so what can come in? Harlow's Scout can come in, and the cat costs 2 though, so I can't bloody cup then. Is there an old bill bone in the deck?
Yeah, I think there is one.
I'm not sure, because I made a mental note that nothing else can come out of shadows.
No, I remember that I had them in shadow in one of the first games.
Okay.
Yes, I think I do. Pretty sure.
Okay, so this to share an intrigue icon, which basically forces our hand, right? We have to do intrigue first to pull them into the
I think I
challenge.
remember thinking that if there's ever a Doran trigger,
I just lose all 8 here. I'm never gonna marshal anything again, basically. Although now the choky guy is gone, Botley Crew is gone at least, so. But we don't have
that's
any
only
hand.
-1 every plot.
I could play Supporting the Fate, but completely blind, so. Okay, so he has to defend with these two. If he has Old Bill Bone, he still loses if he brings it out and defends. So because Sword of Morning gives +1 for each defender. Oh, he's still thinking about reserve still. Okay. Well, now they go into the challenge, and we have 2 claims. So if we could hit. Is there Fanatic now again? If we could hit. This time it matters because Viper will actually get unopposed if I take their icons. Because they don't contribute strength now. If I hit when I woke, that would be so good. Botley Crew and Fanatic. Was there one Fanatic in play that went for first now? I don't remember. But yeah. Okay, Botley Crew is gone, but it's not. The threat still persists, unfortunately. Now what? I guess we go. We have to do the challenge with the Viper first. And then Gullion does the next challenge and I go into another seal. So I have to get rid of seal and then go into another seal. That's the plan. I mean, if his card in shadows is Old Bill Bone or Harlow's Scout, and there is When I Woke that survived intrigue claim, it seems highly improbable set of things to all be true, but
Yeah, but here I think when you do the military with the little one,
I'm just checking if I have to make sure I have the seals available to do this. I could have passed, I guess, in theory, but I have a 2-claim plot. I can do the damage. I can't play scared like that, right?
No, but I mean, when you did military with the little one, on attack, you can kind of see, because he's not going to play it on the little one. And then, I mean, I guess if you kind of feel like he has When I Woke, you can not defend and claim him instead.
Thinking, do I go Sword of the Morning, it doesn't do anything, or do I go Venomous Blade, which also doesn't do anything, gives me plus strength. I was thinking, okay, do I put it on Gullion so that he wins, but there's nothing that stops him winning. Actually, I have to put it on the Viper. Because if Gullion now gets when I woke, then his attachment will also go. And I have to have an attachment to trade. So it has to be on the Viper. Okay, there didn't seem to be any pause here, but I wasn't actually that... I wasn't checking it out that carefully. Okay, we are on 12 and winning dominance if he has nothing. But is another character coming out? Could have two characters even. If he has nothing, then I'm really close to winning actually. I have to admit though that here I lost track of his hand. There was first snow. So
There's one Botley crew.
Botley crew went
It
for
was, what it was discarded, yeah, right.
for claim. So I think Shipwright's still there.
Yeah, the one that nears location is there.
But the rest I don't remember. Okay, Strained Reserves is 6, so I have to play something with 5. And it's either Matkins Command or Dornish Wars. Matkins Command actually not doing anything, so may as well go Dornish Wars. It's more gold as well. And now he plays the Winter Reserves as 7 gold. Unfortunately don't top deck anything playable here. I mean, 2 of the same cards, right? So we're just gonna play the Vulture King. Could dupe it, but probably not worth it. And yeah, it's difficult now for him to... He can still... I was told after the game he can still stop this if he gets Balon. Because I have what's it called? Servillian Wells in the discard pile. Balon brings Servillian Wells, takes Viper's icons, and then defends Gullion. He would not have gold for any bloody cups or anything like that though, so I could then kill Gullion and keep Viper with the bodyguard so that he can't stranger him, and I have initiative again on Matkins Command. I can try again. And he still has Seal of the Hand on him, by the way, so he goes first and does 2 challenges. All have to be defended, and it's Euron. Euron's not gonna do it. I mean, I check, but they are big enough to just win. I checked if Euron has any locations to steal or anything like that, but he shouldn't. I mean, if he won one on defense, and then I win on the second challenge, but I can win on the first one.
I mean, if you put 2 characters in, you can even put in the...
Take military, I guess. Game will be over, but I do, if I win this challenge, also take Ralph's icons. Just a slight pause ahead of these triggers, because Vulture King does put something in your discard pile, and it's not always great in the Greyjoy matchups, but yeah. No reason to trade. I have another challenge with him, and he will get renown. I'm never entirely sure until get the green thingy there, but yeah. Quite lucky in the end that he didn't have the cards. He could have had a more damaging Bloody Cup. Could have had that when I woke. He played one Bloody Cup, but yeah, had the dupe.
It's too late.
Could have drawn another dupe and then was super bulletproof. Yeah. Yeah. In that opening, he also didn't do that much damage. So
Yeah, I thought the opening is gonna go. It's gonna be harder because he had the 2 goals. He had the initiative. He went out of his way to do it.
actually, I had the Desert Raider and he couldn't first snow him away fast enough because he had Chuds instead of the bigs. So that was all went pretty favorably, I have to say so. We needed to win one of the two this afternoon. The other one we lost. I can tell you it won't be on my channel. So it was the Bara versus Stark matchup. Went to time and was not that close in the end anyway. So it's 1-1, and I feel like still smells like a 4-4 kind of match. So it's gonna be super exciting all the way. So
Yeah, and then it's gonna be really tough at the end.
we didn't catch any of
From our
that.
side, at least.
Can you say that again?
It's gonna be difficult scheduling, you know.
Yeah, we have
For
some games
getting that.
on Friday now.
No, but if you get Champions match, I don't know when we're gonna play it.
Yeah, in the middle of next week, presumably, when everyone's back.
I suppose that then there's no rush. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's a long way away, so let's end it here.
Yeah, we have to get there first.
Thank you all for watching this game and see you next time.
Bye bye.